everybody. So here is finally a 2013 album flip through. Oop, it's upside down. I'm going to warn you, it's going to be a long one. We won't hover on too many pages. It's a big one. This was like the first like full album I decided to start, and I put some gold numbers right here to make it say 2013, so when it's sitting on my nice shelf I can see. But basically this album is our whole trip, I was gonna say, oh my gosh, you can tell I've been at work today. This is our whole journey of infertility, basically. I had put some of that in a different album, but I decided to just keep it in this album because this is where it belongs. It's our journey of infertility and then getting pregnant, and so there's a lot of layouts that are pocket pages in the beginning, which is nice, and kind of goes through every month. So like I said, we're gonna flip through rather quickly. I put some good personal journaling on this card inside here, so if you need to, you can always go in, but just put a nice big title page on. And so this page I had done a long time ago about what my dreams and wishes were. It was like a challenge, I don't remember, but it was when we kind of started our journey of, and I'm sorry if that light is like really bad. I can't really fix it. I started our journey of infertility treatments and what we were doing. So that's that. And then this is kind of a check-in of how we were feeling, which was a really good challenge. And Case de la Blase actually worked really good for those kind of scenarios. That's a really good collection for things like that in your life. So if you're wondering if you could ever use it. And then also more trying. So just 3 pages on that. And then finally, buying our house and having future baby room, and then finding out that we were pregnant. So this is March of 2013, and then it goes through kind of that first month, and then I put in things like what we did that month, April into May, and then any ultrasound pictures we had, any pictures of my belly that I had, any other things I did, like we made a bunch of burp rags with a friend, how it snowed in the spring, other life events. So I just kind of did that throughout, which is nice. That's kind of what the point of Project Life pages are, is to go almost like I almost did like a week thing, but not really. It was for sure every month, just a couple things about each month. So then here's June, noting that we were half the way there, a 22-week picture, this lovely photo of everybody around my belly, and just fun things like that. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to put this together, and I did do a lot of it while I was pregnant, or right at the end of my pregnancy, so a lot of it was pretty accurate. We had a really big trip in Labor Day. My son was born in November, so end of August, beginning of September, we actually got to go to California. I got the okay from my doctor because I was just far enough. Any few weeks later, we wouldn't have been able to go, and my husband and I had never been, so we went to wine country for a wedding. It was fantastic. And so there's extra pages about that, of course, because that was a trip. But just all these fun things, all these fun memories, baby showers. Definitely a different type of scrapbooking, which is interesting. This one, like this page, very bare. I didn't put hardly anything on it. I'm going to leave it. I don't really know what I need to add, honestly. So things like that. This page I did more recently, so this was a fill-in page I had to do. I did last year. I did this one it was for a challenge of some kind, and then so was this page. So those things are newer pages, and you can kind of tell style and how I scrapbooked, had changed, which is kind of fun. Another baby shower, just about it. I didn't get very many pictures, I don't think, from the actual thing, so it's just more about the baby shower. And then this is when I start my lovely calendars. So my goal too is to go back in. I'm going to go back in and write on here other things that maybe happened on days, like little notes, or just like add little stickers, as almost like headline pages for the month. And I did that throughout the 2014 album too, because you usually base babies' ages on what month they are, right? So I kept that as a theme into the 2014 album as well, so that was kind of fun. So any important holidays as well, I'm gonna change color, but I stamped a bunch of these, and it's always like a sticker title for the month. So this was finally when he was born, which is kind of funny because it's like a preview, even though that's not quite what happened first right away in November. This was actually from November as well. And then all about the birth, getting to the hospital, our first photo together, stuff about labor and delivery. I don't think I journaled a lot about that. I was going to somewhere, oh here, yep. That's where I journaled all about how it went. It's kind of hard to read, but that's fine with me. I wrote it down. That's all that matters. And these pages I've all done more recently. Yeah, so they are definitely more involved and more pretty, I should say. So yeah, these photos are all done more recently, but then just tons of photos of the new baby. Lots of fun. I don't even know if you guys can see these. But some pocket pages mixed in there still, and kind of transitioning out of pocket page. So it's kind of like a transition out of pocket pages into full 12 by 12s, and then more 12 by 12s. And then most of my albums are kind of a hybrid. I do a bunch of 12 by 12, and then if I have an event that has a lot of photos, it's going to get a pocket page with it. So lots of fun things that I've done more recently. You guys have probably seen some of them. And here are some of the photos. So some of these that need to go in here. So this one that I did in July, this goes in here, as well as this one. So they are going back to back. Kind of left myself a sticky note. And then you guys get to watch me struggle. Okay, this better not need to be trimmed. Because I stitched it. No! It does? Why? It shouldn't. Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay. Let's stick this one in there. That foundations paper must just be... Is that what I did that on? I did. It must just be that thick. I don't know. All right, well, I'm gonna try and trim some off of this really quick. Why is this paper so much bigger? I don't understand. I'm gonna put this in sideways until I figure something. Oh, that makes me so mad. It only fits this way. And then it's still too big. Ugh, why is that paper so much bigger? Well, that's frustrating. Note to self, the foundations paper is bigger than 12 by 12, like by a lot. Ah. If you guys knew that, good for you. Well, that's all sorts of dumb. Anywho, back to what I was doing. Now I'm mad. But not really, but I am. Like, why is that so much bigger, and why can't I fit it? And it's a regular 12 by 12 paper holder thingy. Yeah, it needs like a 1/4 inch. That is crazy. And I already did the stitching. I wonder if I just have to, I might have to trim it and restitch it. And then I might just go around the whole thing again. Oh, okay. Well, that's part of that album flip through. Things you discover when you discover your foundations paper. Yeah, it's like a 1/2 inch too long. That's so weird. That doesn't make any sense. So I will be trimming that off apparently and restitching. Okay, let's move on. Thanksgiving. Just more photos. I hope you guys can see this. You probably can only see one part of it, and I'm really sorry. Fun blind challenge I did for a crop. This album is thick. This, oh, I love this cut file. Lots of should have been doing this. And see, then some sprinkled in pocket pages here and there. All right, so then that's all of November. Then we start in December. And so, yeah, I will add things onto here. Or I might not. I don't know. I haven't really decided because it kind of is fine with it just being the way it is. But and then a pocket page. And a regular page. You guys are kind of cockeyed, aren't you? Yeah. And then this cute page. And the pocket page. We have just so many photos. I even have photos that I didn't include in here. So then we get into Christmas season. And his baptism, which was the Sunday before Christmas. And yeah. I don't think we went and saw Santa that year. His first year. I don't think so. But yeah, and then the last two pages are this one. Oh my. Okay. I was like, I better not have another page where I did stitching and it's not gonna fit. And then ending with New Year's Eve. This is probably the most boring video you guys have ever seen. Someone shoving stuff in page protectors. Such a full album. It's so full that it doesn't even want to cooperate. It's probably too full, honestly. I probably should. I could take all the Christmas ones out. I haven't decided. I was thinking about that, doing just Christmas albums separate. And I could do that with this one, and that might help. It would take just a few layouts out. But there you have it. That is my 2013 giant album. The poor spine of this book is just... See, I mean, it closes, kind of. They're fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But there's my giant album. I'm trying not to make the rest of them like this, and I might eventually separate this one out into pregnancy and then baby. And then maybe use this actual album for something else. It's just a piece of cardboard on the outside. It's not a big deal. So eventually I might do that because it might be easier. Because this is giant. They don't even want to lay flat. So if you have any suggestions, I just don't want to have a million albums, but I think it's time to realize that that's just going to happen anyway. But I'm going to go apparently trim down a piece of paper and re-sew it because it's too big. And then I'm going to shove it in the middle of my album where it belongs. And then this album is going on the shelf, never to be taken out to work on again, unless I'm going to divide things up. Because if I divided it up, I mean... it'd be this many out, and that's still not that helpful. That's still not helpful. And then if I took Christmas out, maybe that'd be helpful. I don't know. We'll see. It's still not very helpful. So, or I might just divide it. I don't know, you guys. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more exciting videos the rest of this month. Not just giant bulging layout or album flip throughs, and I appreciate you. Bye.